guys, welcome to this twin flame reading. This is going to be a twin flame reading which is going to be timeless, and we're going to talk about in very specific ways how the divine masculine and feminine are doing right now. So if you happen to watch this reading further on in the future, it can apply as well. I asked for at least one message to get to you, and I hope this resonates and you enjoy it. So let's dive right in. For the divine masculine, the way he's being represented this week is the Knight of Pentacles. I love this deck. It's the Vision Quest deck, and it's in German, if you guys are wondering. I bought it when I lived in Germany. So I feel like the divine masculine he's having a very calm energy. I think the full moon brought a lot of upheaval to them. I think it brought a lot of feelings to the surface, a lot of patterns and things that needed to be released. And I feel like now he is working his way to achieving this like very calm energy again, to find his balance and his center. And he's really looking at what is precious for him in his life. And he's also being protected. These are turquoise, and these are very special healing stones, and they are really protective stones. So I think he's very content overall, or trying to get to this energy. Or I feel like the undercurrent of his energy is this. So very calm, very going inward, reflecting a lot. You know, in the weekly reading we had the Hermit energy appearing for the divine masculine for this week in particular. So I feel like this is the underlying energy that they are getting to slowly. And for the divine feminine, we have the medicine woman. So this is pretty amazing, and I think I think the majority of the divine feminines that have been on the journey for at least a year or more, they're really getting to this healing in themselves, to this empowering. They're more connected to their spiritual self. They are seeing the signs. They're seeing the synchronicities. They are in touch with their heart. You know, here it's symbolized by the sun, but I think this is really the heart, the emotions flowing with everything that's happening, and the smoke that she's bringing up. I feel like it's really guiding in a very sacred way the divine masculine. It's awakening him. It's awakening his powers. It's awakening his intuition. And at the same time, she's being awakened. And here we see the eagle, right? And I think this is a very powerful totem for the twin flames, the eagle, especially the eagle at night. It's a symbol for expansion and growth, and also for serving, serving the people that you love and serving the whole planet, being in mission, being in union, and being in unity with yourself. And I feel the divine feminines are also going deep in their healing work. And I think this is really good, like getting to newer stages, to other realms and other places through your spirituality, through connecting to God, to your spirit, to your guides, and really diving deep and seeing, empowering yourself in this relationship, and seeing how much you have grown, how much this journey is healing you. So how the divine masculine is seeing the divine feminine this week. And we have the Four of Wands. So this looks a little strange, but these are like sages, a white sage. And it's in this deck, it's called like going full circle, right? So, and being contempt. So I think that for the divine masculines, the divine feminines really represent their own healing. You know, like their the relationship with the divine feminine is our direct reflection of how much the divine masculine has advanced in their own healing. And I think they're really striving to get to this balance, you know. These two cards go hand in hand perfectly. And it's this really, really getting to this really balanced place, to this calmness and this peace within that so many of the divine masculines are looking for and have been striving to get to. So it's really beautiful that he actually sees the divine feminine embodying this energy, which he's striving for. And how the divine feminine is looking at the divine masculine. It's the small medicine wheel. So this is also completion. This is the completion of a cycle. This is destiny fulfilling itself. This is opening your wings, literally, and flying, you know, and loving without fear, and being open to receive and to face the challenges that may come, but also doing it with a lot of help. You know, here there are like the four animal totems that represent really strong animals and represent also the seasons. So now with the equinox, I feel like this is opening a new way of perceiving the twin flame connection for the divine feminines. So they're seeing the masculine as being in the path, as destiny. You know, they know this is something that is destined. And I feel like a lot of the divine feminines are also detaching a little bit of the concept of twin flames, the concept and any labels that there may be, anything that may imprison them. And they are also seeing that how the divine masculine is making progress, how he's going through the dark night of the soul, or he's ending that phase of the dark night of the soul, and he's being guided and protected by his spirits, and he's being shown the way. That's how she's seeing him, which is beautiful. So then we have so how the divine masculine is seeing the relationship, and we have the Four of Cups, which is actually also the same energy that we had for the weekly reading. But here it's represented differently. You see the full moon. I feel like this whole reading is really connected to the full moon and to the equinox, and how this full moon is really influencing the way the divine masculine sees the relationship with his divine feminine. So this for me is like an overflowing of emotions, an overflowing of wisdom. I feel like the divine masculine is a little overwhelmed by the connection, by the relationship, especially if it's something very new, or if it's a divine masculine that has a lot of walls up, as they tend to have around their heart, and also if they are very sensitive. So this could also be any water signs. It doesn't have to be. I usually don't read any signs, but it's coming to my attention how the light is reflecting in these bases, right? So I feel like the divine masculine is seeing how the connection to his divine feminine is appearing in different places of his current life, and he's seeing signs, he's seeing synchronicities, and I feel like he's drawn to the connection he has this magnetic pull, and he's being drawn to that connection and to his divine feminine through the activations of the moon. Sorry about that if you hear my dog barking. She's hunting, I don't know what, outside in the garden. And how the divine feminine is seeing the relationship this week is the medicine man. So she's seeing the spiritual part of the relationship, of the twin flame relationship. She knows that she wants this spiritual relationship. She's seeing the fruits, she's seeing the signs, hear the eagle again. She's totally in connection with the 4D, 5D realms, with her inner realms also. I feel like she's getting a lot of signs, and she's having a lot of dreams and outer body experiences in the astral planes. So you may wake up from a dream and realize that you are in a dream, or you may see yourself sleeping in your dream, or you may wake up or be in a dream and know that you are dreaming. So this is a lot of what the Mexican shamans concentrate in, like mastering astral travel and astral projection and astral dreaming. And I would suggest that this week you journal your dreams. Every day you wake up and write down what you dreamt. Even if you don't remember anything, just make something up and write it down, because this usually trains your brain to remember the next day. So even if you don't remember, write whatever comes to mind down, and you will start remembering your dreams. And also you can do breath work before going to sleep, and that really enhances the possibilities of you remembering. And of course, the attention and intention that you put before going to bed. It's really important. So I feel like this, I feel like the divine feminine is really seeing the magic in all. She's being guided. She's seeing the signs. And I know many of the divine feminines sometimes doubt the connection, doubt if this is the person, and I feel like the universe is showing her that through her unconscious, through her spiritual connection, that she's going in the right path, and that this connection is going in the right path, and that everything is divinely orchestrated. And I feel like the divine feminines are detaching a little bit this week. I feel like they're detaching from the outcome, detaching from the ideas, like I said, labels, and so on. So, let's see. I'm going to pull some clarifiers for some of the cards. So this is what the divine masculine is bringing to the table, and this is the daughter of fire. So the page of wands. But I really like the imagery here, because she's offering something to God, to the gods, to spirit. And she's being guided through the sun, through the portals, through the energy waves, through the activations that we're receiving from the sun. So I feel like the divine masculine is doing an offering, is offering signs. He's offering something precious to God. And I feel like I see a lot of the divine masculines like really going within and talking to God and demanding answers somehow, or not demanding, but like asking for guidance, asking for answers, and to be shown the way, to be led through the path. And I feel like a lot of feelings are coming up to the surface, but they are really beautiful feelings for the connection. I feel like the divine masculine is coming to a lot of balance right now. And what the divine feminine brings to the table this week is, well, in this time, sorry, I keep saying this week, is the Nine of Swords. So here this card is called Verletzung, which is being hurt, right? So I feel like on the 3D level, the divine feminines have had to go through a lot of things, a lot of stories with the karmics, a lot of pain, a lot of uncertainty, not knowing what's going to happen, some like not knowing if this is the twin or not. But I feel like a lot of clarity is going to be revealed through nighttime, through dreaming, through meditating. You know, the owl is a very, very spiritual animal and symbol of wisdom. So I feel like the divine feminine is bringing this wisdom to the relationship, to the connection, even though she has suffered, even though she has lost feathers, even though she has been broken inside. Maybe she is being broken open, or to really open her heart, like all her walls, all the walls that the divine feminine may have had in the past, they are all gone. She's like, you know, this is it, this is who I am, this is what is here, and I'm going to keep on going forward no matter what. So if this resonates, I feel like I would like to say to you, divine feminine, go forward on your spiritual journey, go forward on your healing, go forward in your loving yourself, putting yourself before others, focusing on your health, on your wealth, on your well-being. This is really, really important to heal these wounds that may still be there, to completely heal them, and to be in forgiveness and compassion to all. And to also be able to establish healthy boundaries. That's also very important. And knowing that whatever you do, if you do it for your highest good, it's going to be in accordance to your path and to your well-being. So trust that. And to clarify that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this is Spirit really encouraging the divine feminines to continue to do what they're doing spiritually, internally, and also bonding with other people, you know, steady and focusing on self-love, very important. Okay, and then we have what the divine masculine desires right now. So he desires the daughter of water. So I feel like he longs to be in this calm energy, this fulfillment. I feel like the divine masculine is willing to feel what it's like to be in love again, what it's like to receive and to give this spiritual love and this sacred love, this higher love, this higher knowing. And here you see the moon is starting to grow again. So I feel like this is going to be a cycle from the equinox until the next new moon, where the divine masculines are going to be opening themselves up and desiring to open their heart walls and desiring to express their emotions and the way they feel to the divine feminine. And what the divine feminine desires is the Ace of Earth and the Vision Quest. So this is one of my favorite cards, the Vision Quest card. It talks again about being in completely accordance to your spiritual path, being in accordance with your guides and spirits, knowing and seeing everything from a higher realm, from a higher perspective, bowing down to the great sun, bowing down to your ancestors, really embodying your spirit, embodying your divine self, embodying your healing capacities, embodying everything you came here to be. And this is what Divine Feminine desires, the freedom that comes with being herself and embodying truly who she truly is and showing up for herself in the world the way she is. And I feel that she desires also a new beginning with the Divine Masculine in the relationship. I feel like she wants to start the connection again from a higher place, from a more spiritual, from a healed place, from a place where she's calm and healed. So very, very similar to what the Divine Masculine is bringing forth also this time. And corn is actually was the gold, for the native tribes and people, and it was considered sacred, and it was so valuable. So she wants to really start something of value. She wants this connection to start thriving, and even if the connection shouldn't work out, I feel like the Divine Feminine is at a place where she is wanting this new beginning in all levels in her life, and she's ready, and she has been just gestating this new beginning for a long time now. And I feel like the equinox and all the energies that we're going to start receiving March through April are going to manifest all of this for her, and a lot of abundance coming her way as well. Okay. And then we have the challenge, right? So what is the challenge of the Divine Masculine this week? And we have integration and balance. And here we have the dragonflies. I love this card. I feel like it symbolizes the twin flames. I feel like the Divine Masculines that may be hearing about or may be learning about the concept of twin flame, or they may be seeing the signs from the universe that this is like a different connection. They're not sure why, but they know that this is something that they haven't experienced. I feel like their challenge is to really find balance within themselves, with the karmic situations, with their 3D life and the 5D life, and also to learn how to integrate the spiritual realms in the 3D. So their spiritual connection to the Divine Feminine is a very big representation of their spiritual relationship to the world, to themselves. And I feel like through the twin flame relationship, they access the more spiritual side of them, and it awakens this spiritual side. And many do not understand fully what this is or how to navigate these energies. But I feel like they are doing it. They're being pulled to do so. They're doing it without looking back. They are doing it out of instinct, and also because they're being guided. They're also receiving the activation codes, the golden codes, the rainbow codes. And I feel like the challenge is to integrate the energies, which is a challenge that I'm seeing for all of us, also for the Divine Feminines, and for all light workers, and for everybody actually in the planet right now. We are integrating so much at a very, very fast rate. So sometimes it's hard to keep up. So I would encourage all Divine Masculines watching this and Divine Feminines to take it easy on you, to really rest when you can, self-care, drink a lot of water, do something creative, express your feelings, write them down, do something to release and also to fill up. Fill up with nature, fill up with breath, fill up with yoga, fill up with anything that makes you happy and that makes you thrive. Do the things that bring you pleasure and joy in a healthy way. And the challenge for the divine feminine is the son of air. So the divine feminine, I think she's having a little bit of challenge. Well, first she's receiving these like rainbow codes all around her, and I think a lot of divine feminines are seeing rainbows and all types of colors in the sky that remind her of her divine nature and of her magical nature. And I feel like she's having some trouble expressing the way she feels about the relationship, maybe even to other people, talking about her spirituality, her spiritual path. Maybe she has kept it a secret for a long time, or I know a lot of healers, and speaking from my experience, a lot of light workers, we tend to be very isolated because we feel energy differently and we relate to people differently and we feel all their emotions. And especially if you're an empath or if you're a clairvoyant, you can see a lot of things that sometimes you really don't want to see, or you're working on yourself, and seeing all of that and picking up on all those energies can be very draining. So I encourage you to learn about this, to learn about these, how the energies work if you're not really sure. If you need assistance with that, I am here. You can contact me. You can also write me an email and let me know how you're feeling, or if you have any questions regarding these things. I would love to help you out in that, because I've been through it, and I know sometimes you feel like you're going crazy. And I would do exercises again for the throat chakra, sing, chant, practice saying what you feel, expressing your feelings, connected to spirit, and really, if you feel like you need to express something to your divine masculine, I would do it, with trust, with confidence, obviously in a very masterful way, mastering whatever you have learned so far from the journey. Also about how to communicate. And if you can't communicate on the 3D, try connecting with your divine masculine on the 5D. I think that will really help you open up and overcome this challenge, communication. And then as the outcome, we have the Mother of Fire. So I really love this card as well. For me, it speaks of the fire energy, the sweat lodge, transmuting the violet flame, transmuting everything that has been going on. I feel that this is a transmutation, but done in a very sacred way. Also receiving visions from the fire, receiving guidance from God, from Spirit. I feel like the twins are going to be very guided at this time, and they will be guided to embrace their divine femininity inside and to balance divine feminine and masculine inside. That's really crucial as we're approaching to this new cosmic year, and we are really anchoring the divine feminine energies in the planet. Whether you're a man or a woman, or whether you identify with each one of these energies, we all have and we all carry both energies. So also going within, I feel like this is the advice here and the outcome of the whole reading. Go within and connect and talk to your spirit guides, communicate in the 5D, in the 3D if you can, express your feelings, and activate your heart. It can be through energy healing, through meditating. I will do a guided meditation for this I tried to post it before, but it didn't work, so I will try to post it later so that you can have a clearing, a healing, and an activation for the twin flame energies, and something that is short and sweet, but that you can do and take with you everywhere, and really get this support and this nurturance and this healing from the divine at all times, and seeing it in the 3D, you know. So let me know if you watch it later. Okay, so I'm going to pull just 2 more advice cards for the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. So let's see, for the divine masculine, what's the advice, Spirit? Show me, what's the advice for? Well, not for this week, for this time. What's the advice? What's the advice right now? Divine masculine. Okay. Harmony. You're able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. Yes. So that's what we were talking about. Some really beautiful, soothing energy that I feel the divine masculines are coming into. And for the divine feminines, we have empathy. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. And virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So I feel like this is in perfect accordance to everything we saw, you know. This is the divine feminine here. And she has the medicine man and the medicine woman and the medicine man. So I feel like the divine feminines are probably going to step fuller into mission. You're going to be serving people. You're going to be healing people. I think this is an encouragement from your guides to really dive deep into your spiritual work for yourself, but also for others. Start serving. If you don't know how, try to be open to the signs and guidance from the universe. If you want to serve, if you want to help other people, if you want to heal, try doing little steps and starting slowly and starting small, and then eventually you'll start to grow and start to grow the confidence and the trust in what you're doing. And I feel like empathy has a lot to do with the divine masculine. You feel and understand the emotions of another in the service of love. So I feel like the divine feminine is really being very compassionate to her divine masculine, and she's being encouraged to really put herself in his shoes, to understand from the higher perspective, from her spiritual intuition, from her inner knowing, why the divine masculine has done what he has done, or why things are being are unfolding the way they are, and to really focus on the love again, and knowing that whatever happens or doesn't happen in the twin flame journey, if it happens now or afterwards, if we're talking about union, that she's serving with love anyway. And the more love you can give, and the more love you can receive. So be proud of yourselves, divine feminine, and go ahead. Everything is going to be fine. Okay, so I will leave you with that message. If you want any personal readings or healings with me, my details are down below. And I wish you a very nice day or night. Please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed this reading, and let me know how you felt about it, and let me know if you're resonating with the information here. So take care now. Bye-bye.